Hey everyone, KW here, and welcome back to another episode of Book Talk. Today we'll be talking about a book series I technically did finish, but then there was two other books I was continuing that book series, but with a different character. And I actually did season 2, episode 1 of that series, that has the first book of continuing that said series, or something like that. It's kind of complicated, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, we're talking about Maximum Ride once again, but Hawk instead, and City of the Dead. This is quite an interesting book. It's definitely a little bit short than I expected. I thought it would have like one more chapter at least to kind of finish it off, you know. But that's kind of my only call to be honest. There is a lot of pros. Honestly, I'm glad that this time around that you actually get more perspective of Hawk than the other Maximum Ride characters. I know a lot of people will probably do not like me saying that, but here's the reason why. Because we got like, hold on, let's see, 9 books of Maximum Ride. 9 books that's following the perspective of Max. So that's why I'm kind of glad that we still get to see Max and Vane in the flock, but not as much like in the first book of Hawk. And I honestly okay with that because that means I get more time learning more about the daughter and her group of friends and stuff like that, and her story arc as well. So that's my pro, and also of course short chapters and I really like the building up to the story and stuff like that. Do I have cons? Like I said, I feel like maybe one or two more chapters could have finished off this book because it did feel a little bit rushed towards the end, but it wasn't too bad. I could think of worse books I have rushed the ending and stuff like that, you know. But this one didn't. Um, do I have any other cons? Um, I kind of wish some of like the flock characters talk besides Max and Fane, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, like I don't really think it's bad that Fang, Max, and like the flock are in it as much because this is about the daughter. So sure, there could have been a perspective like they did in the first book where I had Max and Hawk, but but this is all about Hawk and her journey and stuff like that, and not the flock again because you know we already heard their stories, you know, and sure we would like to see them when they've been doing and stuff like that. I do understand that, but this is kind of more like a sequel set series. So you know, like Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and then there's like Percy Jackson's like Heroes of Olympus. Think of like that. But honestly, I didn't really like Heroes of Olympus that much. I know I didn't do a book talk about that series, but that's because season one was just mostly books I can remember that I enjoyed and stuff like that, and what books I did enjoy. But it was only what I could remember, so that's why I made a season two where I finish books and immediately talk about them. And so, but yeah, there you go. That is pretty much it of book talk season 2. Actually, this is will be the last episode of season 2. Is there gonna be a season 3? Um, I don't know. There might be a season 3, but I just want to take a little break and actually take my time on reading books instead of trying to rush. But I thought at least I get to the point where I actually finished the Maximum Ride series, and I thought that was a good way to finish book talk. So yeah, this book goes back on the shelf. Here we go. Also, guys, get Misfits. Welcome to Everfell Cities, Book 1. And actually, I'm going to also shout out to someone. Shout out to Ghost Kitty, because she actually bought the book, and I cannot wait for her to read this book. I hope she enjoys the story, because I put a lot of effort into making sure this book is, you know, completed and stuff like that, and fully on edit. Like, I actually did like 3 or more edits of this book to get it finalized. Because the first, like, edition of this book was kind of, I'm gonna say trash. But this time it has a bit more like fights and better dialogue and better storytelling and everything that helps to make things sense as well. So go get this book. because Business Book 2 is coming out soon. I'm actually almost done doing the rough draft. So yeah, so if you need some time to read, go check out Misfits. It's in the description below. But yeah, thank you for watching Book Talk Season 2, where I read new things. And Season 3 will come, I think, hopefully, but it's going to be not weekly. It's just something maybe like once a month or something like that, so that way I have more time on reading books I enjoy. Maybe just reading a whole entire book series and just give out reviews of each book. Who knows? But anyway, that's all. I'll see you guys next time. KWL. Goodbye.